Welcome to Janet's Corner of Real Estate. As the holidays are approaching, I thought it'd be appropriate to talk about how to stage and decorate your home for the holidays. While staging your home during the holidays, decorating your tree can be overwhelming. Let's take a look at this tree. First, I started out with a theme. I liked the black and gold. I found this ribbon as a fleur-de-lis. I love fleur-de-lis, so I found this ribbon and thought I need to do a black and gold tree. So what you do first on this is a fake tree, is I took this ribbon and I put it up through the middle of the tree to the very top. And then I pulled out tufts of ribbon throughout the tree. That's the first thing you do. The second thing is you want to have like a main focus for the top of the tree. And I did black and gold poinsettias. So I put those in first. Then I took gold, and they're plastic, but they look somewhat real, leaves, and put them throughout the top of the tree. If you don't want to spend the money to the store and getting gold leaves, you can go out to the woods and grab some branches and spray paint them gold, and then put those in too. Also, I took some black feathers and just threw them in to create some depth into the tree. I also have some birds throughout the tree. You can put your balls on then. And then throughout the tree, I took some of the gold leaves and put them throughout the tree. You can't see much of the tree, the green part of the tree, but that's what I like when I decorate my tree. It stands out and it's very fun and different for the holidays, black and gold. The theme on this tree that I have in my living room is deep red and gold. And I chose this color because I decorated the rest of the room for the holidays in the deep gold and red colors. So the difference between this tree from the other tree is instead of ribbon, I used bolts of fabric. It's a sheer gold. So you can go to the store and get any color you want of bolts of fabric. And then I did is I pulled it through the bottom to the top. And then I pull out tufts of fabric throughout the tree. Once you get that done, then you start from the top again. And I started with gold poinsettias and gold leaves, and I placed that at the very, very top. And then throughout the tree, I did sprigs of gold ivy, lacing it through the tree, and gold poinsettias to make focal points throughout the tree. Once you get that all done, then you can start placing your ornaments throughout the tree. I've got some birds in here, some bulbs, and also some red leaves and red butterflies. I placed this tree in the entry of my home, and I chose red and gold again, the theme for this tree, but this red's a little brighter red because of the garland I have on my stair rail. So what I did with this tree is a little bit different. I used ribbon and fabric. So first of all, I took the red ribbon, placed it in the middle of the tree, pulled it all the way up, and pulled it out for tufts like I have with the other trees. Then I took fabric, red mesh fabric, cut it into a square, get it into like a little fluff ball, and you just place it in the middle of your tree, fluff it out, and you have tufts of fabric throughout the tree. And this is great because you can take it and put tufts anywhere you want. Also, I cut up gold ribbon and put it into a little bow at the end of the tree. Then of course, I start from the very top again, and anything you want, anything ostentatious, anything golds and reds you can place at the very top. I chose red poinsettias again at the top and throughout the tree. I also strung some red garland throughout the tree, and it's all done in reds and golds. This is one of my favorite trees that I have in my home. I decorate it with non-traditional colors for the holiday. I started with purple and pink and lime green and turquoise, and my children love this tree because it's kind of a whimsical tree. I started with a lime green, it kind of has a gold iridescent to it, and ribbon, and also a hot shiny pink ribbon. And what I did is I weaved it through, different than what I've used in my other trees. I took this ribbon and weaved it throughout the tree. This is a very, very large tree. And at the very top, I used poinsettias also, but they're hot pink, and and around the edges of the leaves is a velvety, so it's kind of fun. And at the very top, I used some wire with balls, different colored balls at the top. Very whimsical, very different, very non-traditional. And then once you get the ribbon on and the top of your tree put on, then you start decorating with the balls. At the very top of the tree, you put your smaller balls. I have very small balls at the very top of the tree. Down at the very bottom is your larger balls. You always start from the top to the bottom, small to large. And then once you get that, then you can put all your fun little whimsical things on the tree. I have looks like a little candy, a lime green candy ornament, and I have flowers on here. I've got colored snowflakes. So this is kind of a fun tree, different but very eye-catching. Thank you for viewing Janet's Corner of Real Estate. Give me a call if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, and hopefully I've given you some helpful tips that can make staging your home during the holiday season entertaining and fun for the whole family.